I used to be a state vocational rehabilitation director when I was commissioner of the Master Commission for the Blind. So what we're going to do here right now, that's a closed system. The only ones that can get dollars out of that are these state VR agencies or these employer networks. And again, has it worked? It's worked a little, but it hasn't worked to the scale we needed to. So we're going to introduce competition here. We're going to open VR dollars to private employers and base it on outcome VR employment goals, okay? So for every outcome, we're going to pay for that outcome. That's where the money will flow. We're paying for performance here, all right? And here's the best part about it is this is already available. All we need to do is change some policies, change some regulations. This can be done without acts of Congress, okay? So the VR rules explicitly allow VR agencies to provide training and services to employers who have hired or are interested in hiring individuals with disabilities, okay? So again, we're using these existing public dollars. Now, the way VR dollars work is there's a big federal portion that comes in and then the states match it. And it's roughly like a 75-25 thing. I forget the exact amounts. It might be 78, it might be 22 or something like that. But basically percentage-wise, okay, it's like a matching program. So what we're going to do is we're going to, right now there's about $3.7 billion in this system right here, okay? So if we free up even a portion of that, all right, from the federal side, which is about, I think it's like $4.5 billion, and then the states come in with their match. What we're going to do is we're going to create a standardized employer-facing VR system where there's now competition for these private employers to get involved and start using those VR dollars so that they can hire these individuals with disabilities. We're going to pay only for verified outcomes, okay? We're going to be within the wage threshold, but we're going to allow eligible costs such as onboarding, job coaching, assistive technology, short-term training, retention supports, all of that currently exists. Now, these private employers, when they see that, they're going to be like, wait a minute, okay, now I'll invest in a whole department. Now I'll do this, and we'll start scaling up. Because right now, most of these I talk with these large employers, these large private employers all the time. Right now, you're lucky if they have a few people dedicated to this, okay? They have like a general HR department that is huge, right? But specifically, people in those organizations that understand all of the VR stuff, it's a very small amount typically. So basically what we're doing is we're making now all of these mini employer networks. We're going to expand the definition so that not just these traditional employer networks have a chance to get that money, but really any employer. Small business, large business, doesn't matter. We're going to open it up because the goal is to get people with disabilities into the labor force and then employed. All right. So let's just do some simple math here. If we direct just 10%, which is a modest amount, by the way, we're talking about like $400 million a year. So if we want to say like, I don't know, $5,000 per retained hire, you're looking at 74,000 individuals with disabilities coming into the labor force. All right, maybe it's 10,000, you double it. So now it's a real incentive for most businesses. Like they pay attention to that. Like, wait a minute, now I'm combining it with the other money I'm getting through the first strategy. Now with this 10,000, that'll bring individuals with disabilities into the labor force and get them employed. So again, now all of a sudden you can see that over time, this more than pays for itself. This is a generator. This is a economic boost for America in so many ways. All right. So again, the impact here is thousands, if not tens of thousands of retained jobs that will come annually from using dollars that already exist.